Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another player review. We have the new Team of the Season Gabriel card to check out today. We're taking a look at a card that is 6'2" with medium-high work rates, left-footed with 3-star skill moves and a 5-star weak foot. So the reason why this card has been heavily asked for in regards to review is because of the fact that he has the right stats and the right characteristics in the right areas, right? We're taking a look at a card that is left-footed with a 5-star weak foot, with a 6'2" height, and incredible stats. If this card sucks in game, I'll be super disappointed because he has all the means of being an incredible CDM to have in your team, right? So, we are taking a look at a card that has absolutely no relevant traits on the card, but in regards to pace, he has 83 acceleration and 76 sprint speed. Now, there's a decision to be made with this card depending on how you want to play out this game. Do you care about the gameplay responsiveness being that important for your midfielders? If you do, you may want to give them an engine chemistry style. If you care more about your defensive mids just being a strong defensive presence, you may want to give them the shadow chemistry style, because take a look at his acceleration and sprint speed, right? You can boost that acceleration all the way to a 98 card, and you could boost his sprint speed to an 86. So that, with defensive stats to be essentially perfect, could be an ideal situation depending on how your team is playing. Now, I'm going to play on pressure on heavy touch, so I may need that pace if he kind of pushes out of position quickly, because the fact that he has more acceleration than sprint speed on his base card stats is nice, so that way I can get into the positions quickly. Sprint speed is always a relevant thing to have as well, but it's more important to have the acceleration to be higher, right? Some setups on the defenders, it's actually nice that it's lower because of the plus 15 for acceleration on the shadow with the plus 10 sprint speed. So it just really depends, right, on the card. But guys, he has a shooting presence, right? He has 85 attacking positioning with 78 finishing, but 99 shot power, right? 95 long shots with 97 composure. He can actually pass the ball really well as well, with 92 short passing, 97 long passing, with 91 vision, 86 curve. Beautiful, right? Dribbling stats for a CDM, I'm going to stress that part, for a CDM, brilliant, right? The CDM position, those dribbling stats are very, very nice. And then defensive stats with base card stats look fantastic. You don't necessarily need to improve it, but you could with the shadow, like I said, right? Because of the pace boost. And then physical presence, this guy has an incredible physical presence with 99 aggression. See, that's the thing right there. 99 aggression with the body type that he has in game, the height that he has in game, and the pace being significantly boosted, could be an ideal situation if you want to use him in the CDM position. Now, the good thing about this review is that I am doing multiple cards for reviews, so we'll be able to try him out as I'm actually trying with the team, right? Which is going to be very nice. We are going to be using this card in the left center defensive position because it makes the most sense, right? Take a look at how the team is lined up. With Gabriel in the left center defensive position and Battaglia on the right center defensive position, you have such an incredible balance between two medium-high work rate players, but just two very, very solid CDMs as well. Because of the way that the team is going to move, right, in regards to the attacking, in regards to the tactics that we have, pressure on heavy touch is going to be interesting to try out with this card, because if he aggressively pushes up, I want to see what his off-the-ball movement is like to come back, and if I can push back quick enough with him on the engine chemistry style. We're obviously going to be testing his dribbling and all that kind of stuff too as the reviews progress. We are doing multiple reviews right now, like I said. So we are going to be checking out all that stuff. In regards to instructions, both of the CDMs will be on stay back while attacking cover center, because I want to see what their characteristics are in regards to attacking and defending. So very, very important for us to check out all that stuff. We are going to be playing with a combination of stay back while attacking and balance fullback. So are they going to be the types of CDMs that are going to go occupy the fullback positions instantly? We don't know. We're gonna take a look at that as well, right? So I mean, this team is sick. I went on my boy's account and I'm pretty happy with it because, I mean, look at it. It's a specimen to say the least, right? So yeah, hopefully he's a beast. I may, if I were to use this team myself, I'd probably put Velocity in the left wing position. Rafa on 7 chemistry is perfectly fine in the striker position. And Otavio I'd probably change too, in all fairness, because Otavio is like kind of generic. Maybe I'd put like, I don't know. Sorry, my brain is going, you know, because of Liga Noj. But yeah, let's get into a game and see how he plays. The movement that Gabriel has with Battaglia right now, guys, is noticeably beast. Noticeably, man. I think the way that these two move together with the medium-high work rates is going to be super, super nice. Okay, so we overcommitted Gabriel in this situation right here. And he actually tracks back kind of nicely. Starts marking that one dude at the up top the entire time. Totssf actually offering a defensive presence with him too. That's actually a really solid balance right there. The way that Gabriel is positioning himself in the defensive areas, the attacking areas on the stay back while attacking with Battaglia has been really, really nice, and I've really been enjoying it in all fairness. I think Gabriel with the, or Gabriel with his engine chemistry style, I mean, you know, he feels good enough defensively to be able to have just the engine chemistry style. So it could be something that I may not want to put a shadow on, in all fairness. Should be a foul right there with Vinicius. Dribbles pretty nicely to get away from the defender right there. Not too bad. I kind of just like want to do a shot from here. I don't know if this works. I don't even know if this is a thing. Oh, it is. Wow, okay. Ooh, really wanted to try a long shot there with Gabriel. Not a bad long shot. Not a bad long shot. I will say, guys, that his dribbling does feel quite sluggish, even with the engine chemistry style. So I do think that my main focus with this card would be to improve his defensive capabilities as much as possible for the CDM position. Because, I don't know, the engine, he still feels like he has like the sluggish characteristics of dribbling, which isn't ideal to have, right? But I feel like if you really focus on him defensively, that's where he's going to be. That's what he's going to be best used in for sure. Because look at his positioning without defensive stat increases. It's more having the acceleration and sprint speed to get back into those positions that I find to be an ideal thing to have, right? Good defensive play there with Gabriel again. Really fast to maneuver, transition left and right really quickly, which is great. I mean, the engine's not too bad on him, though. Like, do I really want the shadow on him? Like, if his dribbling feels like this with an engine, it could feel significantly worse without it, and he doesn't really feel like he needs the pace so far. You see that little emphasis that he does on the ball? It could be worse without the engine, in all fairness. Yeah, but in those situations right there, I wanna be able to feel that acceleration to get into those defensive plays. I still feel like I'd want to focus on making him a strong defensive presence with the shadow chemistry style, in my opinion. His positioning here, you see that right there, was really good. He's one of those dudes that stays like on the edge of the 18-yard box, which is fantastic. That's the same like characteristic that Blanc does as well. And you can see that the way that he moves off of Battaglia is really nice, man. Oh, Gabriel's massive, bro. Great defensive play again there with him. Yeah, very sluggish dribbling regardless of the fact if you give him an engine chemistry style or not. Gabriel again in the right position to defend that situation. I would compensate for his dribbling not being the best, guys, and just make him a defensive beast. Because I feel like, regardless of the fact of if you give him an engine or not, his dribbling is not that responsive. I definitely like Battaglia's dribbling more. But with Gabriel, like, he is a very, very solid defensive player. Oh, Gabriel's on top of that. I should have gotten the ball there, but... Nicely done, Gabriel. Get into the position, shoot it on his left foot. Great little strike right there. All right. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Gabriel card. Honestly, he's pretty freaking solid. For 88k, you definitely can't go wrong with the quality that this card offers in game. I will say this, okay, this is very important to mention for this card. If you give him an engine chemistry style, guys, it doesn't really improve his dribbling that much. Now, I think the reason why his dribbling isn't that great in game is because of the fact that his body type being more of a physical wide player, right? The physical wide type of player, with the 6'2" height is what affects his dribbling a little bit in regards to responsiveness, right? So because the pace is not really that high up there, I personally think that with the shadow chemistry style, you focusing on this card being more of a defensive presence is the most ideal situation, because he actually moves in the CDM position really, really nicely. He's an absolute monster in the CDM position, makes really good tackles. The 5-star weak foot actually helps him out in regards to the tackles as well. I didn't really utilize the 5-star weak foot in regards to passes or shots. It was mostly, you know, him playing with his left foot, making outside foot passes and whatnot. But it's always a huge plus to have that 5-star weak foot, especially in that left center defenseman position, especially since a card like Batali exists where he's a right-footed player on the right side, with Gabriel being a left-footed player on the left side. It caused this this really, really nice balance between the two. I like the way that they were moving off of each other, right? I do think that with the shadow chemistry style, increasing his acceleration and sprint speed to make him get into the play quicker is a more ideal situation, because I'm just going to compensate for the fact that his dribbling is not that responsive, but I want to focus more on his defensive qualities and his dribbling qualities. Now, again, you could give him the engine chemistry style, but I prefer to have his acceleration and sprint speed to be higher to offer more of a defensive presence, because the dribbling still doesn't feel that great anywhere. So me giving him an engine chemistry style is not really going to be like a huge beneficial thing for me. So if I were to use a card on my team, which I'm probably going to get him at some point in the future, it has to be the shadow chemistry style, because he's an absolute monster in the CDM position. The only thing that I didn't like was the dribbling part on the card, right? Regardless of the fact of whether you give him an engine or a shadow, it's not necessarily going to be the greatest. He does actually offer a little bit of an attacking presence on the stay back while attacking cover center instruction. His shooting is very, very solid for a CDM position. So, you know, if he does find himself in a position where he can shoot with his 5-star weak foot, left foot, he's going to take some really nice, powerful strikes to the near post. Now, that's the most consistent shot, guys. So those are the ones you have to focus on the most, right? So, yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up the card in the shadow chemistry style for that left center defenseman position, because he played it really, really nicely. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.